Yes, I got the Wyze Bulbs. Turn on studio lights.
Okay.
Still dark. Turn on Wyze lights.
Okay.
Much better. Hello guys, Life Hackster here. Today we are going to check out the new Wyze Bulbs. Yes, Wyze is now making smart bulbs. I purchased a 4-pack as an early adopter, and also Wyze contacted me and sent me another 4-pack to review. Thank you, Wyze. Now, I'm going to get this out of the way, but generally and personally, I'm not really into smart bulbs. First, my fixtures inside the house are usually a 4 or 2 bulb fixtures. I prefer smart switches because the switch itself is still functional, meaning you can turn on or off the lights using the physical switch, and when turned off, the smart switch is still powered and still can be controlled with voice assistance or with the app, unlike the smart bulbs which the light switch needs to be on at all times for it to work. You or anybody can still cycle the switch to off and on to turn the lights on, but what is your automatic response when you're going out of the room? Yup, you will turn the switch off. And when the switch is off, your smart bulbs will not be smart anymore. You can use a switch guard to prevent that from happening, which I will show you later on and how it works. But the smart bulbs has its place, like in lamps in your nightstands, or for me, I will use it in my studio, like the setup that I showed you in the intro, just to help out with my workflow. I will also test out the other 4-pack of bulbs in our bedroom. Now that it is out of the way, let's check out and open up the 4-pack Wyze Bulbs. It is 800 lumens and is compatible with Alexa, Google, and if this then that. 800 lumens or 60 watt equivalent. Easy setup and no hub required. Remote access with the Wyze app. Rated power is 9.5 watts. Color temperature is 2700 to 6500 K from soft white to cool light. Life expectancy of 20,000 hours. Voice control using Alexa or Google. Adjustable color temperature and brightness. This is not an RGB or multicolor light. You can set timers, schedules, and automations. Let's open up the box. We have a quick start guide, and we have the bulbs themselves. Now, to be technical, this is an A19 bulb with an E26 base, or commonly known as medium base, which is widely used bulb here in the US. This is probably the fastest unboxing in my channel yet. Time to set it up. First, we need to screw in the bulb. Open up the Wyze app. Click the 3 dots on the upper right corner. Click Add Product. Choose Wyze Bulb. Make sure your phone is connected to a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and power cycle your light 3 times. To enter pairing mode, click Next. Your Wi-Fi info should pre-fill. If not, type in and click Next. Click Next to go to your Wi-Fi settings and choose to connect to the bulb's Wi-Fi, which should start with the Wyze Smart Bulb. Go back to the Wyze app to finish setting up. Enter device name, which the app crashes. And when you open up the app back, you will already see the bulb installed. Clicking on it will prompt you to upgrade to the latest firmware, which should last about 2 to 3 minutes. This cycle of the app crashing and updating the firmware happened to all the bulbs that I set up, but I think it is because of the firmware that needs to be updated. Let's check out the settings. First, let's change the device name to Wyze Light 1. On the main light page, you have a slider to change the color of the light from warm soft light 2700 Kelvin to 6500 cool white. We also have the brightness slider. We have the on and off toggle switch. We have the timer feature, which you can set the light either to turn on or off after a given amount of time. You will see the timer countdown. You can click on the gear icon on the upper right corner to get to the light settings. Vacation mode, which the lights will automatically turn on and off at random times so that it will look like somebody is home. We have the scenes, which I haven't added a scene yet. We have device sharing, device info, and firmware updates. Back to the main page, you can add a scene. You can save the current brightness and color temperature. Click Add Scene to save the settings and name the scene, which I will name it Cool Light. Click Save and this setting shortcut will be saved. And you can add another scene by changing the levels. Click Add Scene again, name it, and this time I'll name it Soft Light, and click Save. Now you will have the saved shortcuts and you can toggle between them. Cool Light, then Soft Light. Time to do some automation. These Wyze bulbs integrate with the Wyze Sense sensors. So I want my studio lights to trigger when it senses motion. So I'll click on the three dots on the upper right corner. Click Edit Shortcuts. And we'll create a shortcut. We'll enter a name. And I'll name it Studio Motion. And let's add an action. And click New Action. And I'll look for Wyze Light 1, which is the light in my studio. I want it to turn on. I want the brightness to 100% and the color temperature to cool white. I'll click Save. Then I'll add my second light, which is the Wyze Light 2. I want it also to turn on, brightness to 100%, color temperature to cool white, and click Save. And click Done. And time to automate. So I'll toggle the automate switch to on. Then click on automation. Click event. And we are going to look for my studio motion sensor. And it will trigger when it detects motion. And click save. And then done. And that's my studio motion shortcut, and done. I also already added the studio off shortcut, which will turn off my lights when the event would be studio motion has been clear for 1 minute. Then click save. And done. Let's test it out. So I have my motion sensor right here on the light switch. There you go. Got triggered and I got notified. Cool. Now I will set up all the remaining bulbs and we will add them to both Google and Echo devices and see how it performs. I already have Wyze set up in Alexa for their cameras, and normally with other brands like the Ring, when I install and add a new device, Alexa will automatically add it. But in the Wyze's case, it didn't. So on the devices page, click the plus button on the upper right corner. Click Add Device, click Light, and if Wyze is not there yet, click Other and choose Discover Devices, in which Discover didn't find the Wyze lights, so I have to disable the Wyze skill and enable it again. The same thing for people that doesn't have the Wyze skill yet. Add it and enable it so as to associate your Wyze account to your Echo device. You will have to log into your Wyze account and choose Accept to integrate your lights with your Echo devices. Close the window and choose Discover Devices. And now we have the Wyze lights found. Now go to the Devices tab and choose Lights, and you should now see your Wyze lights, which you can toggle it on or off. And you can test voice control. Turn on Wyze Light 4.
Okay.
Turn off Wyze Light 4. Now for Google Home, click Add, Set up Device, choose Link Smart Home Services under Works with Google. Scroll down to Wyze Home. Log into your Wyze account to associate Google Home. Click Accept and you will see your Wyze devices. choose the light you want to set up and add a location. And on the main page, you will now see the Wyze light icon, and you can toggle it on or off. Let's try out voice commands. Turn on Wyze light 4.
Okay, turning on Wyze light 4.
Turn off Wyze light 4.
Okay, turning Wyze light 4 off.
Now that we have everything set up, I'll just show a quick demo on how to set up routines for your Wyze lights using Amazon Alexa. Go to your routines. Click the plus sign on the upper right corner to add a routine. When this happens, click voice and enter the phrase you want Alexa to recognize, and good night will be my command word. Click next. Add an action. Click smart home. Control device. Then scroll down and select which Wyze cam light you want to activate, which is Wyze light 5 first. Then click on power, which should be on, and brightness, which I'll change to 10%. And I'll set the color temperature to warm white and save. Then I'm going to add another Wyze light with the same settings. Now on the other two ceiling lights that I have, I want it to be off. Also, I want Alexa to say something back. So choose Alexa says, and I'll choose wish me a good night. I already saved a let there be light routine, which is basically all lights on at 100% intensity and cool white color for Wyze lights in my bedroom. So let's try it out. Okay, let's test out our routines. Turn off master bedroom.
Okay.
Let there be light.
Okay.
Cool. Good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Overall, the lights work as designed, and they do need to be integrated with or both Alexa and Google to get the most out of them. Also, if you're going to replace the lights in your fixture controlled by a switch, you need to place a mark, tape, or warning not to turn off the switch. Because for the smart lights to work, they need to be on. So I found a switch guard at Amazon, which I will link down below. But this nifty device will cover your toggle type switch so that it will not be accidentally switched off. This is also perfect to people that have the ring floodlights or the mount junction box version of the spotlights or any other motion activated lights. This switch guard will prevent you or somebody else in your household to switch off your security cameras or lights. Now, this has a hole on top and at the bottom in which you can use a pen, pencil, or screwdriver in my case to toggle the switch on or off if needed. You can also remove the side tabs if you want so that you can use your finger to swipe the switch on the sides. Well, that's it guys, and thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And click that little bell icon so that you will get notified when I upload product reviews like this video, product updates, comparison videos, and long-term reviews. Thank you.